The NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Defense wins championship, baby.
From the 29, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Yellow. 48 mark. I got one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Tucker to add the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I don't need to. Check it back. Yellow.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Snead's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Where's the mic? I got you, punk.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check.
He's got the first down inside the 10. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. This is third and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm coming. I said it, let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run it with Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Argolari. Get in the weight room. 15. Come back. 15, yellow. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check 24. 15. I don't need to. Check 42. 2, fellas, let's go. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that.
Mahomes now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. He's got a first down past the 30. And a cut to the sideline. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 31-yard line. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And now he'll tuck it in right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 63 yards. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. On second and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Williams able to slither by. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first and 10, it's Jackson.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now it's Jackson, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
In your face.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
He hits his running back, close eyes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Watch the curve, watch the curve. 25, check 25, check 25.
It'll be Carson. They run for it, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, go 66.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He can't hang. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Alpha.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike 54.
Right there. 54. Right there.
72.
It's just me.
Rip.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He hits White, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, orbit.
Stop your line. 54's Mike. Check.
Both hands in.
Brady now on 1st down. It's complete. James White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Mike's 54. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
All drives that result in...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they almost like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
At the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 8-6 the score after one.
Seahawks 6.
Don't say nothing.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alpha.
Now Brady. And he's got Sanu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, it's Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. That's right, man. They don't want it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Yeah. Let's go on. No, 66. 72.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, dude. We own him. Mike's come on. Rip left. Hey. 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. Here we go. Let's go out. No, 60.
Now Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Brady now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Mike's 5-4.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check. Watch 54. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's alert.
Brady will try again on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw, it's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Waiting. Watch the curl. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is something.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And this does not end well, as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
53's in now. This thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Hey, Delta.
First down, Patriots.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
To throw again. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Mike 50.
Now Brady again. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Watch the twist. Go. Check 49.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
14, 40.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Collins, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.